Assalamu alaikum, grade 12. Today I'm going to explain for you lesson 4 in term 3 material, and the title of the lesson is hydrocarbon isomers. Now, before we start with the word isomers, I know this is a new word for you. I would like you to remember what are hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are compounds that are made of carbon and hydrogen only. Okay, we've spoken about the types of hydrocarbons and how to name hydrocarbons. Now, before I explain for you what is the meaning of the word isomers, I want you to look here. Now, what is the general formula of this compound? When you say the molecular formula or the formula of this compound, what will you do? You will have to count how many C's and how many H's you have. So we have here C 1, 2, 3, 4, and H is 10. What about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. And the H's are 9 and 3, 3, 3. This is 9 and 1. This is 10. So what do you notice? We notice that these two compounds have the same molecular formula, C4H10, C4H10. But they have different structures. Yani the drawing is different between here and here. That's why we call them structural isomers. And what are structural isomers? Structural isomers are compounds that have the same molecular formula, but different structure. Okay, yani different drawing. Now, do you think this one and this one will have the same properties? No, be careful. Isomers, this one and this one, they have different properties, different physical properties. They have different chemical properties. They have different uses, different properties, both physical and chemical. The only thing that is the same for this one and this one is the molecular formula, which is C4H10. Okay? دائما لما تشوفوا كلمة بتبدأ بكلمة iso means there is something that is the same. What is the same? The molecular formula is the same, but the structure is different, the uses are different, the properties are different. Okay? Now, how do we draw structural isomers? If I say for you, you have this compound C5H12. طبعا C5H12 is an alkane because it follows the rule of CnH2n plus 2. N is 5, 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. Okay, what are all the isomers of alkane? I want to do all the isomers. Isomers means I want to draw C5H12 in more than one different way. Now, the first and easiest way is to do it as a straight chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I will do branches. بشرط I need to do only 5 carbons. So I will take this one and I will put it a branch. So I will say 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will put a branch here. Okay, so this one and this one are said to be isomers. Why? Let's complete the H's. Here I have 3, this is 2, this is 2, and this is 2, and this is 3. So the formula here is C5H3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3. This is 12. Now this one is CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, CH3. Okay. Also here we have C5H3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. This is 12. So notice that these two have the same molecular formula, but different structures. Now, do they have the same names? طبعا لا. What is the name of this? اتذكروا 5 carbons means pent, and all the bonds are single. I will say pentane. Now this one has a branch. So this is the parent, and this is my branch. What is the name of the parent? 4 carbons is bute, single bonds is ane. Now where is my branch? At 1, 2. So at 2 I have methyl. Okay, so this one and this one, different structures, different names, different uses, different properties, only they have the same formula, so we call them isomers or structural isomers. Okay, hello. When drawing the isomers, I want to tell you something very important. If somebody says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, another isomer is 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will put the branch here. This is not a branch, okay? This is not counted as a branch. This is كأنه أنت you took this one and you tilted it down. Okay, so this is not a branch. Somebody say 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will put my branch here. Also, this is wrong. Branches should be in the middle. They cannot be at the ends. Okay, they cannot be terminal. So be careful. Now, where can I put my branch? I can put my branch here at carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, and I put my branch here. Somebody will say, I will make another one, make here and my branch here. Okay, for this one, the branch is at carbon number 1, 2. For this one, the branch is also at carbon number 2. So these two are the same. They are not isomers. Okay, so this is not a new structure. Type. How can I do another one, another isomer for this? I can do two branches. لو أنا عندي هدول 5 هاي وهاي حولتهم لبranches. How much will be left from the parent? I will have 3. Okay, 2 carbons. I need to put them as branches. هون ممنوع. هون ممنوع. هون okay. Where can I put my last one? Here also. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. So these are isomers. All of them have C5. Now try to complete the H's and see if they have 12 H's and 12 H's and 12 H's. Okay, this one will be 3, 2, 2, 2, 3. Okay, 3. Count and you will find that all the H's are 12. Okay, so these compounds are said to be isomers. Why do we call them isomers? Because they have the same molecular formula but different structures. So how many possible isomers I can draw? I can draw 3 isomers. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Okay, let me insert a page and tell you how many isomers can you draw for CH4 in how many different ways. The only way is to draw it like this. So I will say this compound have no isomers. طيب C2H6. Also CCH3H3. I cannot do any different way. So this one also have no isomers. If I say C3H8. اوكي هلا هاي this is the first way to draw it. لو حدا اخذ 1 2 عمل الثالثه هاي هون طبعا غلط ممنوع. We cannot put branches at the end. If somebody said 1 2 and the third one will be here also, this is not something new. So also C3 have no isomers. Okay, the isomers start from, okay, let's say C4H10. Now let's see. C4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the first structure. How can I do it in a different way? I will say 1, 2, 3, and this one I will make it a branch. So we have here 2 isomers. Okay, طبعا كملوا ال H's, you will find that it has CH3. Okay, if I do C5H12, in how many different ways I can draw it? أول shape linear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ممكن أعمل 1, 2, 3, 4 وهاي هون branch. ممكن أعمل 1, 2, 3, 4 sorry 1, 2, 3 and 2 branches. So how many isomers are possible? 3 isomers are possible. Now I want you to try for me C6H14. How many possible isomers do you have? Okay, the first one is linear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I have 5, and I will put my branch here, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will put my branch here. لاحظوا إن هون البرانش is at carbon number 2. هون البرانش is at carbon number 3. If I put a new one here, the branch will be at number 2. It's the same like this. Okay. طيب, how can I do it in a different way? I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 branches. One here, one here. Here the branches are at carbons number 2 and number 3. Also, I can do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the branches are both here. Okay. So how many possible isomers do we have? We have 5 possible isomers. Okay, what I want you to do now, I want you to complete the H's and check that each one of them needs 14 H's. And after you do the H's, I want you to name this. Okay, this one is hexane. This one is, I have a branch at the second, so I will say this is 2-methyl, and I have 5 carbons, so this is pentane. Don't forget to put the H's. If you don't put them in the exam, you will lose marks, okay? For all the structures. This one is 3-methyl pentane. This one have 2 branches at 2 and 3. I will say dimethyl, and then I will say butane. Here also I have 2 branches, so this is 2,2-dimethyl butane. Okay, so these are called structural isomers. Now what I want you to do, I want you to define the term isomers. Isomers are compounds that have the same molecular formula but different structural formula. Remember, they have different uses, they have different physical properties, and they have different chemical properties also. Okay, next. Now, structural isomers have the same chemical formula but their atoms are bonded in different arrangements. هلا نيجي للسكند one يلي هي geometric isomers. هلا من شروط الجيومتريك isomers انه يكون عندي double bond only. So geometric isomers are only for alkenes. Okay? طيب هلا if I say for you, you have this structure C4H8. This is an alkene. How do you know this is an alkene? Because it follows the rule CnH2n. Here I have 4 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a double bond. Okay, double bond will be in the middle. هلا I have here CH3. Here I have CH3. هلا the most important thing in geometric isomers is the location of the double bond. هلا أنا عندي هون double bond, okay? How many H's does this carbon need? 1. How many H's does this carbon need? 1. Okay, هلا to draw the geometric isomers for this compound, I will do like this: CH3, C double bond C, CH3. لاحظوا إني أنا I didn't draw this H and I didn't draw this H. هلا I have two options. Either I put the H's from the same side, both of them are from above, or both of them are from down, and I call the compound cis. Or I will repeat it now: CH3, C double bond C, CH3. هلا ال H's يلي على double bond, I will put them on opposite sides. One will be up, one will be down. I will call this trans. Okay, so remember, cis means same side. شو هو اللي بالsame side؟ ال H's يلي على double bond. عشان هيك ال geometric isomers are only for alkenes that have a double bond. I cannot do geometric isomers for single bond أو for triple bond. لأنه أصلاً بالtriple bond ما رح يكون في ولا H. Triple bond from here and single bond from here. This is 4, so no H's. بالsingle bond حيكون في 2 H's up and down وهون 2 H's up and down. So geometric isomers, be careful, are only for alkenes. Okay, يلي بيكون فيهم double bond. Okay, don't think that this is a quadruple bond. Okay, so alkenes that have double bond, and the main point to look at is at the double bond. لو شفتوا ال H's are from the same side بنسميها cis. لو شفناهم on opposite sides بنسميها trans. Okay, طب هلا what is the name of this compound؟ طبعا هاي الكومباوند فيها 4 carbons, so I will call it bute. فيها double bond, I will say in. Where is my double bond? At carbon number 1, 2. فبالتالي هاي اسمها cis 2-butene وهاي اسمها trans 2-butene. Okay, so geometric isomers are cis and trans. Okay, so we have two main types of geometric isomers. Okay, let me insert a page and explain for you the isomers. What do isomers have? Isomers have the same molecular formula but different structures. Okay, طيب we have structural isomers and we have geometric isomers. Okay. Now geometric isomers are only for alkenes. Double bond. They are two types. إما cis أو trans. هلا بالcis راح نلاحظ إنه ال H's are from the same side. ممكن كمان يكونوا from down, not necessarily from up. المهم إنه يكونوا نفس الصوب. Okay. In trans you will see that the H's are up and down. وممكن يكونوا هيك. High up و high down. Okay. Okay. إذا geometric isomers are only for alkenes. Now let's do practice. Okay, I want you to draw all isomers for pentane. Pentane C5H12. طبعا it follows the rule of CnH2n plus 2. So this is an alkane having single bonds. How many possible isomers can you draw? The first possible isomer is the linear. And then I can do 1, 2, 3, 4 and branch here. I can do 1, 2, 3, branch here and branch here. Okay, I want you to put the H's in each one and to name each one. Now hexane. Hexane also it will have more than 3 isomers. لاحظوا انه البنتين عندها 3 isomers. الهكسين عندها اكثر. As more you go more carbons you will get more isomers. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 and I will put my branch here. I can say 1 2 3 4 5 and I put my branch here. On my branch is at 2, here my branch is at 3. If I put a new structure branch here, it will be 2. So this is not new. I can say 1, 2, 3, 4 and one branch here, one branch here. I can say 1, 2, 3, 4 and one branch here, one branch here. Okay? Now butene. Butene, does it have structural isomers? C4H8, 1, 2, 3, 4, double bond. Yes, what do I do? Simply, the easiest way is to change the location of the double bond. You can say 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, or you can say 1, 2, 3, double bond, and then carbon here. Now let's see if all of them follow C4H8. This is CH3, 1H, 1H, 3. This is 2, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. يلا عدوا ال H's. Does it count up to 8? Yes, this is C4H8. This one 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 also C4H8. This one CH3, this one no need, this is 3 and this is 2. So this adds up to C4H8. بما انهم كلهم عندهم نفس الفورمولا but different structure, so these are called structural isomers. Structural isomers يعني غيروا الرسم. Okay, what is the name given to this? This is called 1,2-butene. Okay, and this one is called 1-butene. And this one have a branch. So this is the parent. The parent 3 carbon is prop. Double bond means in at carbon number 1. So 1 propene. I have a branch at carbon number 2. So this is 2 methyl 1 propene. Okay? طيب. نيجي للسكند type of isomers, geometric isomers. لاحظوا انه هون عندنا double bond H down. So this is cis. H up, H down, so this is trans. Don't get confused if they put the structures like this or linear, it's okay. طيب, draw the geometric isomers of 2-pentene. دائما الجيومتريك isomers عددهم 2. They cannot be more than 2 or less than 2. أول شيء I will draw 2-pentene. شو يعني pent? Pent يعني 5 carbons. وإن double bond. وين؟ على second carbon. So I will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and at the second I have double bond. Now I have here 3 H's, 1 H, 1 H, 2 H's, 3 H's. هلا بدي أعمله cis, بدي أعمله trans. قلنا نحن you have to focus on the H's that are on the double bond. All the rest is not important. So I will say CH3 and then I will say C, double bond C, CH2, CH3. هلا بالcis this H and this H should be on the same side. So either I will put them both up أو هم الاثنين تحت. Okay, طيب. هلا هون I will say same CH3, C double bond C, CH2, CH3. And now in trans, one H should be down and one H should be up. Okay, opposite sides. Okay, now let's do some practice. Which of the following compounds can have cis and trans? انتوا بتذكروا انه cis with trans is only for alkene. So it should end in ene. This one is alkyne, this one is alkane, and the answer is 3 only. Okay. Now what is true about these two structures? طبعا شفتوا double bond, H's from the same side, this is cis, H's from opposite side, this is trans. Okay, so these are called geometric isomers. X is cis and Y is trans, طبعا صح. X is trans. Okay, you read the rest of the questions and you check the answers. Which of the following compounds are isomers of each other? How do we know if they are isomers? We have to draw. Okay, and then we have to see the molecular formula. اللي عندهم نفس molecular formula بيكونوا isomers. Let's start with pentane. Pentane is 5 C's. Okay, 3 H's, 2, 2, 2, and 3. So the formula is C5H12. 2-methylbutane, 1, 2, 3, 4, and at 2 I have methyl. This also will be C5H12. 2,3-dimethylbutane. Now bute is 4 carbons. And at carbon 2 I have methyl, at carbon 3 I have methyl, so this is C6 مبينة إنها غلط. 2,2-dimethylpropane, prop is 3 carbons. At 2 I have C, and at 2 I have C, so this is C5 and also H12. So these three structures are isomers of each other. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yellow. Which of the following statement is true about geometric isomers? They could be cis or trans. صح. They have the same molecular formula. صح. They have different arrangements around a single bond. غلط طبعا لأنه هو around a double bond. Which of the following are structural isomers of hexane? Same what we did before. Try to draw and see the molecular formula, and which two the compounds that have the same molecular formula will be isomers of each other. Structural isomers have the same molecular formula. طبعا احنا اتفقنا different physical properties, different chemical properties, different arrangements of atoms. Okay, now this one is from the previous lesson. Ethene is used in اتذكروا paints and wax قلنا للالkanes. Welding is for wines. Plastic bags and drops is for alkenes. Okay, so ethene بما انه هو alkene, it is used in plastic bags. Okay, try to go through this question. Okay, this is the last thing for today. Refer to the following questions. We have different structures. طبعا هون عندنا double bond و double bond, double bond. هدول ممكن يكون عندهم geometric isomers. Okay, now let's see. This is H, this is H, so this is trans. Okay, عندنا هون H, H, so this is cis. هون عندنا H, H, so this is also cis. هدول الاثنين نفس بعض، هن الاثنين cis. Okay, now this one is C, 1, 2, 3, 4, so this is C4H, 3, 3, 2, 2, so this is 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, so this is C4H, 3 plus 3 plus 1, 1, 1, 1, so this is 10. Okay, طيب. Which of the following represents a pair of geometric? Geometric يعني لازم يكون فيهم double bonds. Either you say 1 and 2 or you say 1 and 3. Okay, you cannot say 2 and 3, these two are the same. So 1 and 3. أصلاً option 1 and 2 is not found. Which of the following represents a pair of structural isomers? These have 4 and 5. Okay, that's it for this lesson. Hope it was beneficial for you, and see you for the next lesson.